Are you fighting the wrong enemy? Have you ever looked at a problem in your life and thought, if only that person changed, or if only my situation was different, my life would be perfect? Welcome back. Today we are diving into chapter number 1, verse 2 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the first verse, King Dhritarashtra asked what was happening on the battlefield. In this second verse, the focus shifts to his son Duryodhana, who is looking at opposing army. We are going to unpack this verse through the profound insights of Swami Vivekananda, Paramahansa Yogananda, and Swami Adgadanandji. They show us that Duryodhana's reaction is exactly how we mess up our lives today. Whether you are a teenager, a working professional, running a business, or enjoying retirement, this verse holds a mirror to your exact daily struggle. Let's break it down. Sanjay says to Dhritarashtra, seeing the army of Pandavas drawn up in military array, King Duryodhana then approached his teacher, Drona, and spoke these words. On the surface, it's just a political move. Duryodhana sees his cousin's army right ready to fight, gets anxious, and runs to his military guru. But our three masters pull back the curtain to show us the psychological coding here. Paramahansa Yogananda explained that Duryodhana represents our material ego. When the ego sees the forces of self discipline and goodness, that is, the Pandavas, gathering strength, it gets terrified of losing control. Swami Adgadanandji in Yathartha Gita clarifies that Duryodhana represents moha, that is, infatuation and delusion. When we are deluded, our first instinct is to look outside, size up our external problems, and find someone else to lean on or blame. Swami Vivekananda pointed out that running to an external teacher out of fear rather than inner strength shows a weak mind. True power comes from facing your inner state honestly. In short, verse 2 is about the trap of outward focus. Let's see how this trap catches us in everyday life. First, the teenagers. Your biggest battle right now is identity and comparison. You look at a classmate who seems to have it all, the best clothes, the perfect grades, popularity, like Duryodhana sizing up the Pandavas. You scan their army and feel deeply insecure. Your inner Duryodhana ego kicks in, and you start complaining to your parents or friends, blaming your school or your environment for your stress. This verse is a wake up call. Stop looking at everyone else's array of success. Yogananda reminded us that your real strength isn't built by comparing yourself to others. It's built by mastering your own mind. Focus on your own growth, not their highlights. Now, let's take another example, the married person. In relationships, looking outward instead of inward is a recipe for silent wars. Let's take an example. There's tension in the house. Instead of looking within to see your own flaws, your ego instantly focuses on your spouse's shortcomings. Look at how they handle money. Look at their tone. Like Duryodhana running to Drona to complain about the Pandavas, you run to your friends or parents to vent about your spouse, trying to validate your anger. Swami Adgadanandji's lessons here is vital. Delusion makes us point fingers. Verse 2 teaches you to step back. Before you run to complain about your partner's army of flaws, check your own alignment. True harmony begins when you manage your own responses first. Now, let's take another example, the working professional. The corporate ladder can turn anyone into an anxious observer. A massive reorganization or a new project is announced. Instantly, you start evaluating your colleagues. Who is on the fast track? Who is the boss's favorite? Am I going to get bypassed? Your anxiety spikes, and you handle it like Duryodhana. You go find an office ally to gossip with or seek reassurance from a manager, trying to secure your position through politics rather than performance. Swami Vivekananda always preached self reliance. He would tell you, stop obsessing over the office landscape and who is aligned where. Your job is to stand firm in your skills and integrity. Let your competence be your shield, not office politics. Let's take another example, the business owner. In business, it's incredibly easy to fall into the Duryodhana trap. A new competitor enters your market with a massive budget and a flashy marketing campaign. Panic sets in. You spend all your time analyzing their strategy, their pricing, and their team. In fear, you run to consultants or try to copy their model blindly, losing your own company's unique identity in the process. Verse 2 warns you against running scared when you see the competition, that is, drawn up in military array. Yogananda stresses that an entrepreneur's true asset is intuitive innovation. Don't let external threats dictate your internal peace or business score. Watch the market, sure, but lead from your own vision. Let's take the final example, the retired person. When your busy career ends, your mind can sometimes look outward just to find something to worry about. You look at how your adult children are running their lives, managing their kids, or handling their careers. You feel they aren't doing it the right way. Your inner Duryodhana wants to step in, criticize, or turn to other family members to complain about how the younger generation handles things. Swami Adgadanandji reminds us that this stage of life requires letting go of external attachments. Verse 2 advises you to stop viewing your family's choices as a battlefield you need to manage. Your role now is to be the calm, loving observer, focusing your energy on your own spiritual peace and inner joy. So, whether it's a classmate, a spouse, a co worker, a competitor, or your own children, verse 2 shows us that the moment we obsess over what's happening outside, we lose our inner grip. Next time you find yourself anxiously sizing up a situation and looking for someone else to blame or lean on, remember Duryodhana. Take a deep breath, look inward, and find your strength there. If this fresh perspective on the Gita made sense to you, hit the like button. Share this with someone who is stressing over external problems right now and comment below. Where in your life are you focusing too much on the opposing army? Keep your focus internal, stay grounded, and I'll see you in the next verse.